Joanna Mann, fresh off a standout pitching performance. Can she put together another excellent outing today? It's the Philadelphia Phillies. Back now in the Bronx. And on the mound in this one, Joanna Mann. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
Struck him out swinging. And that puts her just 1 K away from 200 on the year. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
So Cody Bellinger went as a 4th-round pick by the Dodgers in the 2013 draft. How about this, though? His final year in high school, he hit just 1 home run. The Phillies looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help. That one just misses.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Swings through it for the K. And that's her 200th strikeout of the season.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. It's Aaron Judge now.
Judge.
Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Two down, nobody on. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side here in the first. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Mann back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Austin Wells stands in now and watches strike 1. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Second inning here, no score. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and that quickly 2 away. Now the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera. There's a swing and a miss.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. So they make short work of them there. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Anthony Volpe.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that she can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This one in the air. Boom, under it. One down. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
So Goldie strikes out here. 2 down, bases empty. In now is the Yankees DH, Oswald Peraza. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that.
Well, that's textbook pitching right there. I mean, she executed those first 2 pitches perfectly.
Two down, nobody on. That misses.
Ball 1.
And that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Phillies 2 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went to the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Good job to fight that one off. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Bellinger now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Kepler settles under it, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Stanton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Kepler in position. Hauls it in to end the inning. But they draw within 1 thanks to the solo homer. On to the top. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mann back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Got him! And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Cabrera batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, on the mound,
0-2
very
count.
efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at-bat.
Volpe in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back.
She's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she has attacked hitters, pitching.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Back in New York, and now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's 1 down. Digging in, Oswald Peraza. That's in for a strike.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And down on strikes. And that K brings her into double digits for the game. Back to the top of the lineup, Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Turner with the throw to first, and the Yanks go quietly. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And that drops in for a strike.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
On the ground, right side, stop. Whips it to first, and Bellinger is out. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Called strike 3. The knuckleball buckled his knees. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Stanton at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And that's in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for her today. She's been able to get ahead in the count with it. She's also been able to use it to put hitters away.
2 outs. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player has maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
Now batting,
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees.
Cabrera.
On the inside corner for a strike. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all and everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with. And that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Sets him down looking. And she strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down.
Now pitching for the
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jordan Romano. Mann went 8 innings and gave up just 1 earned run while posting double-digit strikeouts.
Man, she was electric in this one. Anytime she's going like this, they know they.
Joanna Mann is getting ready. She not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. She'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Philadelphia Phillies ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Dominic Fletcher. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Fletcher launched a homer in his most recent game. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
If he would have had just a little quicker release going up the middle, he's maybe able to get that out right there. And that's the kind of play that defines the best shortstops between just the average ones.
And that is cut on and missed. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited. You think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now the 0-1.
1-1.
Here's a high chopper,
that's a foul
and
ball.
that's foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
And now it's Luis Robert. And a big swing and a miss.
Pitcher like this can be tough.
It's
You know,
0-1.
she's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but she's going to sink it. She's going to change speeds, and she's going to pitch backwards at times.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 left for the White Sox, scoreless after 1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal.
Leading up for the White Sox,
Mann
the
back to
catcher,
work.
Kyle
He
Teal.
swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But
No ball,
whatever you
1
want to
strike.
call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
She made pretty quick work of them right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some players are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full, no score. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this
Second
season.
baseman, Lenny Sosa.
And that one is lifted in the air.
I go.
And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting ninth, the
Here's
third
Bobby
baseman,
Dahlbeck. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Threw that
0-1.
fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this pitcher out there on the mound. See if she continues to climb the ladder.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Slater.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
You know, these White
0-1.
Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the
0-2.
first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure her out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Benintendi to the plate. On the ground. Trey Turner gloves it. And no throw. He's into first easily. Luis Robert now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And there's a strike.
Double play situation here. She's been working up in the zone, and typically you're looking to get that ground ball. See if she adjusts on this next pitch.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Whiff number 9 for her in this game. So one hit is all they get. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Yellow.
Mann back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
You know, these White Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Montgomery in the box now. No balls and a strike. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Sosa, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
She's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she's attacked hitters, pitching on the road.
Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and we're still knotted at 0. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Bobby Goldbeck.
Foul ball there.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
The batter, number
So the
7.
batting order turns over. And up next for Chicago, Dominic Fletcher.
Fletcher.
There's a strike. Fletcher measures 5 feet 6 inches, 195 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the third time today. Make it. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that is out of play. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
All game long, she's really done a great job of keeping these hitters guessing. You've got to play with that front foot, and she's done exactly that, keeping them off balance.
Got him swinging. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Rojas snags it for the second out. And here is Kyle Teal, 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down. It's Tuesday. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Joey Gallo.
White Sox, the first baseman, Joey Gallo.
Mann back to work. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play.
Strike 2.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and float it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Sosa now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's fouled away. Got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom. Mann piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
I loved what she was doing out there on the mound in this one, and you know the